Thomas Aquinas came from an aristocratic family in southern Italy. He was a studious boy, and his family seemed to have had quite specific ambitions for him. They thought it would be rather fine if he became abbot of the nearby and fabulously wealthy monastery of Monte Cassino. But Thomas had other ideas. He was attracted by the newly founded Dominican order, which promised poverty, preaching, and teaching. His family were outraged at this wayward behavior. They tried everything they could do to break his resolve. They even locked him up and sent seductive young women to visit him. But he persevered and set off as a Dominican to Paris, the heart of the intellectual life of Western Europe. There, Aquinas encountered the ideas of Aristotle. He realized that the church had either to accommodate Aristotle or be overwhelmed by him. Human reasoning, Aquinas argued, derives from God. Christian revelation also derives from God. If human reason was used correctly, it could not contradict what God had revealed in the Bible. Had the universe always existed, or did it have a beginning? Aquinas argued that this could neither be proved nor disproved by reason alone. Aristotle had gone as far as possible with reason. Only divine revelation could give us the truth here. In his huge work, the Summa Theologica, Aquinas laid out every conceivable argument between the two ways of thinking. Aquinas had pulled off a Herculean task of scholarship. So intense was the experience, it took a heavy toll on both mind and body.
Compared to the great glory of God, my writing is like straw.
He died, leaving the Summa unfinished. But his ideas lived on. The use of reason, based on Aristotle, to strengthen Christian thinking came to be known as scholasticism. No question was too difficult or too obscure. Indeed, the period was to become so celebrated or notorious for intense theological inquiry that medieval thinkers are often said to have wrestled with the burning question, how many angels can dance on the head of a pin? In fact, this isn't a genuine piece of medieval head-scratching, but a Victorian pastiche of it. But it's not without a grain of truth. Thomas Aquinas did speculate whether angels, who of course have no bodies in the usual sense, could occupy more than one space at the same time, or whether many of them could be in the same space. It's the medieval equivalent of the kind of question asked today in quantum physics. Can something be in two places at once? But the point is this: if you know that angels exist because religious revelation tells you so, it makes sense to use your intellect and reason to ask what they are like, where they can go, what they can do. In that sense, it's a perfectly rational question.